My name is Mastone, and I've been training at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy for 6 months. I just hopped on Google and typed in local wrestling schools, and this was the first thing that came up. When I looked it up at the beginning, it was when it was the Chaotic Training Center a couple years ago when I was still in college, and I wanted to wait until I was out of college and kind of on my own before I started doing this. And when there was a fantasy camp in June of 2013, and that was a month after I graduated from college, and I came over and checked it out, and I loved it. I just saved up some more money and joined in February of 2014. All my perceptions of professional wrestling, how things work, how things are done, it was completely wrong compared to what it actually is that I've learned here. So it's been really fun to kind of learn a different spin other than what I thought it was going to be. I thought my strength would definitely help me, but I knew that my lack of cardiovascular endurance was not going to help me, and that turned out to be true. But my strength definitely helped me. And powerlifting is a sport where you have to earn everything you got. So that work ethic and that kind of mentality about you have to earn every single inch that you get, I brought that here, and it's helped a lot. Well, back when I competed and we used all the powerlifting gear, my best lift was I squatted 672 pounds, benched 474 pounds, and I deadlifted 623 pounds. And that was in April 2013 at Collegiate Nationals, and I placed 6th in my weight class, and I was just under All-American. It was a little heartbreaking, but I put it all out there, so it is what it is. My overall thoughts of training here, well, the time in between when I started here and then I stopped powerlifting and then I started here, I was so, like 8 months I was lost. For me personally, I need something, I need an axe to grind. I need like an athletic outlet for me. It's therapeutic and all that stuff. Like I need to do something, and pro wrestling was always something that I really wanted to do. It was a matter of timing and money to get the training, and it definitely filled the void that was created when I stopped powerlifting. And something at first I didn't look forward to it, and I almost dreaded coming to class. It was very difficult, but now it's something I look forward to every Tuesday, Thursday, and some Saturdays.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him like up here. But he legitimately just put his bicep.
My first month was just getting down to basics, and taking bumps the first time was terrible. It hurt like hell, and kind of getting through the first month of just like, all right, I gotta get through the bumps and bruises, and then once my body gets used to it, like the worst part was hitting the ropes, because I'd leave the first week of practice and I'd have a huge bruise on the side of my hip, and my ribs and lat were all torn up from the. I thought that would be the bounciest, easiest part to hit, but it certainly wasn't.
Yeah! I think underratedly Drew is very, very charismatic. For a guy that comes from an athletic powerlifting background, and he works at a middle school and he coaches track and field and stuff, like he can be a character, and he can be comedic, and he can be funny, and he's not scared to make an ass out of himself. And that characteristic is going to separate him a lot and really make him stand out from a lot of other people. He's a big, strong, tough-looking guy, but when he does his Big Daddy Beluga character, it is awesome. It's a sight to see, and it's ridiculous. And whether he does that on shows or not going forward, the fact that he's not scared to make an ass out of himself, that he's not scared to make a fool out of himself, is really a thing that a lot of people lack and don't have. And that type of thing, in addition to his work ethic and his strength and everything else, is really going to make him stand out, I think, going forward as he gets on shows and whatnot.
I would tell them that if this was their dream, this is something that they wanted to do, this is something that they feel like that was a dream being fulfilled, then it's gonna hurt. Some days are gonna suck. Some days you're gonna get very frustrated and you're gonna want to quit. But if this is something that you want to do, that struggling is only going to make you a better person. It's only gonna make you a better wrestler. In the long run, it will be worth it, because it's been worth it for me so far.